Interest rates continuing to come down, but what is the impact on the weekly basis from this past week in the real estate market? We're breaking that down in Kelowna's real estate market, and we're going to also look at the last 10 years and see how 2025 is stacking up against all the other years in terms of total sales, pricing. No matter what, we're going to break it all down. So let's just jump right into it and let's get into the hot sheet. And you don't know already, it's Mark Cruz with Selling Kelowna Real Estate Group, and we're breaking down the real estate market statistics for you so you can know, you can buy, and you can sell with confidence right now in today's market. If you have questions or you need help in the real estate market, we're here to help you out. So pick up that phone. Don't be a stranger. We'd love to help you out. Breaking down the hot sheet here. New listings 147. Not a lot of changes here. One thing I did notice is on Friday afternoon, I'm doing this now on Monday mornings because I just noticing on Monday afternoons the sales would start coming in from Friday because it does take, if it does come in the evening, you're going to see sales coming in a little bit later in the day and potentially up until midnight for a lot of the deals. So I did post this on Monday and filming this on Monday where the sales last week was showing 70, but today it's just coming up to 82. So I think this is going to be a better transaction and better overall picture of what the real estate market was doing last week. Even though we're on Monday, most of the sales are probably going to been categorized on Friday afternoon. Anyways, breaking it down, looking at the canceled and expired listings there. It's normal what we've been seeing in the last little bit. Nothing's really jumping out of the norm. Overall market seems to be still seeing lots of price decreases, 114 price decreases, lots of homes coming off expiring and coming off the market. It's that time of year and we're going to get it in and look at the overall inventory, but we are down about 200 listings right now in November than where we were in October, at the end of October. So in the last 17 days, we've seen another 200 homes come off the market. A lot of these cancellations are being relisted. Opportunities for it because of those cancellation and expireds are becoming relisted. A lot of that inventory is actually old inventory, even though it's showing up as new listings. Say that week over week, but that is important to know because if you do have a home that hasn't been exposed to the market yet, you do have a competitive advantage over a lot of these other homes that have been sitting for a year or 6 months or all summer kind of thing. So looking at that, if you are on the fence, there could be a marketplace for your home, even though some of the other homes aren't selling. Could be a multitude of other factors, but that's just something to consider. And if you do have questions on that, that's what we are here for. So reach out, give us a call, and email us. All right, when we're going to break it and look at these sales, now we're looking at the sales, filtering it by top prices down. $2.6 million properties sold 2.4. We had 3 sales over 2 million in the last week. One was at 1.9 million. So there's about 4 in that $2 million range plus that had sold. I didn't see any record sales again. That was incredible. But in the last 2 months, we saw a $32 million sale. And the month prior, we saw a $17.5 million sales. Big weeks happening, heading into winter, seeing how things go. But seeing about 23 sales in the last week, over $1 million. So when you're looking at it, that's accounting for roughly, it's going to be about a third of the overall, about a quarter of the overall total sales on it. A lot of other ones just sitting in that just under $1 million. But one thing I did also continue to notice heading into winter here, we do have lots of happening at Big White and Fintry there, Santiago Loop. This is historically cheaper home prices, but single family detached home in Fintry, you can get it for $375,000. It's a great short-term rental area too as well. Lots of properties in there. So when you're looking for bang for your buck, 2008 bills, these are something like that you might be wanting to look at, especially in the cheaper price points. If you could, maybe you're working from home or have other opportunities up in La Casa, great opportunities there and resort-like settings on it. Now, breaking down what we looked at last week in our weekly email. If you haven't already, sign up below. Sign up for the weekly email so you're getting information like this to your inbox. Looking at home sales in 2025. Have we turned a corner? And how is 2025 looking compared to other previous years? Are things looking better? It's easy to compare and seeing the progress we've been making in the last couple of years, but let's put it in perspective. And even on a weekly basis, we're seeing a little bit of progress, sorry. And how does it compare though to peak? And how does it compare to other times of the year? So when we're looking at it, breaking down the total sales for single family home, we're at a 1,715 total sales right now. And in the right-hand column here, where you're seeing the percentages, this is how 2025 is comparing to those years. So we're looking at it we are up so far this year, and this is year to date. We're only doing from January to October on this. So this is just year to date. This isn't including all of these full years of worth of data, taking the monthly sales and just contributing and adding it up. And we're seeing this percentage here. So year to date, we're up 8% over what we were last year to date. We're up 16% what we were in 2023. That being said, that's where the bad news or the good news really stops. If you're looking at a percentage basis compared to 2022, we're down 16% total sales, 59% since 2021, 41% since 2020. So we're seeing the reduction in sales there. So activity is definitely increasing, which is good. And when you break it down, comparing to the other years, right now, price wise, I mean, we're looking at $930,000 for single family homes, median pricing, townhomes at $685,000, and condos and apartments at $440,000. When you look at single family homes, we're up 3%, but down from the peak only 10%. So even though we're down from 2021, 59% in total sales, prices have only come down 10%. So that's just some food for thought when you're looking at it. And we're seeing price increase what we were over last year. Same thing going on the townhomes. We're seeing prices coming down from 2021, 8% from the peak, and 12% on the condo market. And changing from last year, we're still seeing prices come down a little bit on the townhomes and condos. A lot of that is new inventory coming, and pricing is potentially coming down on the median things. So when we're looking at it on the market, the reason why this is all important is because we don't want to just necessarily take everything on a weekly basis without the perception of the entire year where we've been. So there's a little bit more perspective for you if you have any questions on this or want to know where your product or your type of property or your home, maybe you're looking at buy right now. Right now is a good time to get in and get a personalized consultation. I advise you to reach out, give us a call, shoot us an email, text us, whatever you need to do. We'd love to help you out. See if we can help you out. If you have questions about anything at all. Mark Coon.